Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be painting a intercessor and I'm doing the iron hand scheme. And the first two colors I'm using is Shining Silver with Game Ink Black. And I'm mixing these 1-to-1 and I'm thinning it down pretty good because I'm going to be brushing this on as a base coat. And this mixture will make it metallic, but it'll be a jet black. It's not really metallic, but it has a sheen to it. A metallic gives it like a sheen. But the ink also gives it a gloss coat. And I think it's a pretty cool color for a base coat for black. Next I'm using Necromancer Cloak, and this will dull it down a bit, but I'm going to be dry brushing this over, spots like the bottom of his feet, the knee pads, shoulder pads, some areas on his chest. This will just tarnish the black. It's very subtle, but it makes a difference. It weathers it in a little bit. It helps break up, how glossy everything is, or how shiny. That's what he's looking like after the Necromancer Cloak. Next I'm using Shining Silver, and I'm basically just dry brushing everything. And more focused on the trim and spots where I think it will be dinged up the most. Not too worried about getting it on anything. And a little bit goes a long way over black. So that's what he's looking like after the Shining Silver dry brush. Next I'm going back with just straight black ink, and I'm getting all the mesh on his joints. I'm just breaking up the in between his armor pieces. So that's what he's looking like after that. Next, I'm going to be doing some damaging effects, details, scratches and stuff. You don't necessarily have to do this part if you don't want, but I like to, make battle damage on my models. And I just use ash gray and black just to make scratches. Next, I'm using true copper. And I'm basing the hilt on the sword and the little cage with skulls in it on his waist. I don't know what that is, some type of trophy thing that they have. Or amulet thing. And I went ahead and based the little cloth piece off the stamp with ash gray, and I'm using lava orange for the actual stamp color, just to complement the black. Next I'm using Monster Brown, and I'm using this as a base color for his sigils, or the little symbols on his pads. And I'm using this because I'm going to be using white next, and it'll just make it to where it's easier to apply the white over it, but also it'll give me a natural weathered look and make it to where I don't have to paint every crevice of the actual symbols on him, because I got that base color underneath. I can basically just brush the white on how I want. And that's what he's looking like after the white. I also painted his sword, based it white, and his gun. The shell on top of his gun will also be a weathered white. Next, I'm using the Skin Wash Game Ink, and we're just dirtying up the symbols on him. And it's game ink, so I watered it down a bit, that way I got a little bit of working time and I can just wipe away and it'll just stay in the cracks for the most part. But that's what he's looking like. I like that orange, vibrant tarnish look over that white. Next I'm using dark tone, and I'm just going to be darkening it down a bit, just to make it blend a little better with the armor. Did the same thing for the chest piece and his weapon. I really like the way that looks over that trim. Next I'll be using the Game Ink Red for his lenses. And we based it white, that way the red will have something, because it's not opaque, so that white will show through a bit. But it'll help make that lens glow. That's what he's looking like. Looking pretty cool. So next, I just used ash gray, and I went back and darkened some areas on the sword, and then I took white, matte white, and I just edged everything again, just to create, definition in between the actual center line on the sword. That way that middle line will be much more stark whenever I do the blue wash. But that's basically it. I had fun painting this model, and most likely I'll do more Iron Hand schemes in the future, and I'll just probably build off of this one, what I've done so far, since this is my first one. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. All my links will be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next one.